The UFC has been very, very slow this week. Ever since UFC 314 wrapped up, I've been just scrambling to think of something to talk about. But in just 1 week, actually more like 5 or even 4 days now from when I'm recording this, Carlos Prates is going to be taking on Ian Garry. This fight is amazing. I am very, very hyped on this fight. I mean, we might see Ian Garry crumpled out cold on the canvas on Saturday. That is awesome. That's one of the best things I've heard all day. It's one of the best things I've heard all week. All right? And if I get to see that happen, that'll be amazing. And two, the whole fighting nerds train might end on Saturday. And I think it's the most likely to end on Saturday as it's ever been before. I think Ian Garry really could beat Carlos Prates. And three, if Carlos Prates beats Ian Garry, he is one fight away from a title shot. Let's be real. He's one fight away. If Carlos Prates beats Ian Garry, one more win will get him a title shot. Gene Silva is one or maybe two wins away from getting a title shot. Caio Borralho might be fighting for an interim belt next. These fighting nerds could be the next big thing in MMA, like genuinely. Like something like no other. Like we could be talking about like multiple champions at the same time through that gym. Unbelievable stuff. And if Prates sleeps Ian Garry out cold, I feel like he would sleep almost anybody. I mean, like if Prates defends the takedowns of Ian Garry and stands with him at range, and I mean, what's Ian Garry even going to do at range? I feel like this idea of him being an amazing striker is kind of sailed a little bit. Like he got outstruck by Shavkat, he got outstruck by MVP. I mean, I want to feel like he's going to get outstruck by Prates, but it's like, I don't even know. I mean, Prates, you just never really know with these fighting nerds. Because I thought Bryce Mitchell was going to smoke Gene Silva. Now we know what happened there. It's like, I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard for me to pick against these fighting nerds. So I might have to take Carlos Prates in this one, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really going back and forth on this. But we're thinking technically here. Ian Garry, he's going to be looking for the grappling, and he's going to be looking to hold Carlos Prates down, similar to a fight like the MVP fight. I think if Ian Garry wins, that it'll be exactly like the MVP fight. I think the fight's going to suck. But if Prates wins, I think he's going to put him out in like the first round or the second round, right? One thing I'm very excited to see about this fight, though, is how Prates, more specifically the fighting nerds in general, how they do in the fourth round, in the fifth round. We might see that this Saturday, and I really, really do want to see what Carlos Prates can do in the fourth and fifth. All that partying, all that cigarette smoking, all that drinking, that could be, he could be huffing and puffing in the fourth and the fifth and the third even, man. I mean, we'll just have to see. But the only dude to really go to like a competitive decision was Rufy. Rufy had a competitive decision with James Yontop, and then I think Borralho had some close fights coming up, and then he kind of started this whole fighting nerds movement, and then it just blew up after Gene Silva's recent win against Bryce Mitchell, and now we got Carlos Prates. Dude, I was picking Ian Garry ever since this fight got announced, but then after Gene Silva just toyed with Bryce Mitchell like that, dude, I just feel like they can't lose, man. I just feel like they cannot lose, and I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of research on this fight. I've been really going back and forth for who I'm going to pick, but I think at the end of the day, I think I'm going to go with Carlos Prates by KO. I mean, Ian Garry, although he is very, very technical on the feet, and he is pretty defensively sound, he's got a tiny little pea head, and he's real chinnable, all right? I'm not going to say that he's chinny, but he's able to be chinned, right? Like, he's open to be chinned. He's definitely chinnable. His chin's not made of granite, all right? He literally, I mean, he got almost finished by Song Kenan. He got dropped badly by Song Kenan. To be fair, he came back and got a KO win, but that was back before he was vegan. I think this soy boy vegan diet, Ian Garry, this insufferable vegan gremlin of Ian Garry, I think he's going to be a lot worse than he used to be. His physique is deteriorating. His skill, I feel like, is deteriorating. his fight style is becoming way more boring, way worse. He's not going for it like he used to. I don't think he's going to beat Carlos Prates. I think Ian Garry's going to be a little bit too safe on the feet. I think he's going to be too nervous on the feet. And I think that Prates is going to be able to stuff some takedowns. I mean, I really have no reason to pick against Carlos Prates after what these fighting nerds have shown. And I really do believe that he's going to be able to keep this hype train going. So give me Carlos Prates by KO. And who's with me?